couple of really, really hard runs from Kyren Williams, especially through that second half of the stretch. The strain, I guess, is what you guys call it. What did you see from him? Not just making the right cuts, but those finishing those plays.
Yeah, Kyren's he's an energetic runner. He's fast, he's quick, he sees the field well, but he can go ahead and lower his shoulder legally, of course, and go ahead and cap off these runs. And I think if he gets stood up at 3, he's gonna fall forward 4, maybe 5. So that's the difference between second and 7 and second and 5. The playbook opens up. You can do it again. It kind of doesn't pigeonhole you because he's falling forward. So it's just a credit to him.
Rob, I'm not sure if Jordan asked you this before we got here. Did you guys have a conversation with Coach, and is that how this game plan changed in the third quarter in terms of running the football?
No, I mean it was. I mean, obviously we had conversations, but it was Sean led. He came out and said, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. Come out. We're gonna, we want to run the ball," and so. Sean stuck to it, called it, and I think we executed very well.
What was it like to get in that rhythm? Because you guys were just smashing them.
Yeah, obviously it's fun. You see Kyren, getting up to second levels and making cuts and running away from guys. It's obviously a good thing to do, especially when you come right back and do it again. And so that's just a credit to the guys on the line. Sticking with it, staying with it, getting after our techniques after 5 yards at half, something like that. So that was guys staying with it, staying true to what we want to do.
Kind of along those same lines. What's that like as an offensive line when you guys are getting 8-9 straight run calls and you're seeing them go for those big gains like Kyren was getting?
No, you love it. You love it as an offensive lineman. Offensive line running back. It's guys are in sync. You're getting there. You're imposing your will on a defense. You're getting 6, 8, 10. Maybe get four mixed in there, but then get a 6 after that. And it's it's obviously an all-lineman's dream. Sit there and just be like, all right, we're going to run the ball and we're going to keep going and we're going to stay after it. And we're going to get after it, and that doesn't happen without the execution. So, like I said, hats off to the other 4 offensive linemen and of course Higbee. That guy's the unspoken hero of this team always.
Rob, as long as you've been playing, is it pretty as rare as it seems to me? You kind of pointed out going from 5 yards to 158 in one half.
Yeah, no, it was obviously it's a cool stat. We're more thrilled with the win than anything like that. But the way we were able to kind of do it in the second half was obviously a good thing, and so we were all all juiced up for it and happy for Kyren, even for Zach Evans getting in there and mixing it up. I thought he ran hard.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Rob. The defense pitching a shutout in the second half. You only gave up 3 field goals in the first half, but domination in the second half.
Guys were just making plays, flying around, the bend but not break. They got down there a couple times. We stood tall, made a good interception down there, second half. So, we just playing good football. Just got to still see the film, see. So,
what was it like watching the offense run the ball with such force and take control of the game? That's something we hadn't seen this year.
It was great. It gave us a lot of juice. I was on the sideline, pumped up watching it. It was fun to watch. Got going, and then we just had to do our job on defense. They kept trying to, feed them the ball, keep them the ball, give them opportunities, and it was a good day for us. So.
Between the turnovers and pitching a shutout, not getting guys in the end zone, do you feel like defensively this was your guys' collectively best game of the year?
Sure, but I still got to watch the film and see. But it feel like that. So just got to watch the film and see how we did and see the big picture. But I felt like guys was playing great. We made some good turnovers when we needed it, and we found the way to win the game. So.
In terms of creating juice, you kind of threw Dobbs to the turf that got into the backfield and threw him down. Did you consider that kind of a tone-setting play as well?
Yeah, anytime you make a big play, it's a tone setter. So that's my job, to go out there trying to find ways to be productive. So it was a good day, just a good day overall for the Rams. Offense, defense, special teams. We found the way to finish a game, play 4 quarters, and came away with a win. So.
Thank you.
Puka, the team is, a couple years removed from a Super Bowl victory. Can you talk to me about the culture and how the veterans are leading you young guys?
Yeah, I think you kind of said it right there. It comes from the veterans, the guys who have been here for a while, and especially on the offensive side of the ball, I can say that Coop and Matthew and Tyler Higbee and Big Rob, they make sure they communicate at the best at their level. So we're able to, I think of me, Steve, and some of the young running backs and tight ends that we have. So the communication that they have between each other allows for us to see a clear example, and it heightens our level of communication.
situations.
What was
Puka,
the
you're a
mood?
2001 Gen Z superstar. How does it feel? How does it feel to be in the league at 22, putting on for the next generation?
Super cool. I guess I'm the young guy around here, so I always try to keep up with my energy and make sure that the old guys feel the vibe.
What was the vibe like offensively when you guys started running the ball successfully and really took control of the game?
I guess just dominance, like excited. You see Big Rob. There's one of the plays. Oh, sorry, Big Rob got a little hand motion going on the side, like keep it rolling. We're feeling like we were getting downhill, getting our shoulders square, and being able to remove the defense. So it's a great feeling when you get to run the ball and kind of just dominate.
What did you see from them when they couldn't stop you guys from running the ball?
A lot of hands on hips, double palms up, a lot of bad body language signs.
It's pretty unique to see a team who only had 3 field goals at half dominate like that in the second half. Can you describe what was said, the culture in here at halftime?
Just execution. We have the energy. We're playing good football. It wasn't anything that we were just that little bit of execution, a little bit of extra strain. We were getting into the red zone and not being able to execute. So just that last little bit to do your job, just that 1 second, a little bit longer or harder. So
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Kind of describe the mood at halftime. I mean, you guys had been throwing the ball quite a bit. You had to because of the positions you were in. But it seemed like when you came out in the second half, there was a distinctive effort to run the football, and you were able to execute the game plan.
I mean, just halftime adjustments. A lot of the stuff we were doing in the first half, wasn't quite working. Nobody, showed angry emotions. Everybody stayed level-headed. Nobody, freaked out. And we just came inside the locker room, and everything was calm. We knew what we had to do, which was run the ball, and that's what we came out and did.
What was that anger and emotion like on the field? Because obviously there was some emotion in the second half because you guys punched them in the mouth.
Yeah. That was a lot more, I guess, on their offensive side, not being able to do anything. We came out knowing, what we had to do. And it's a good feeling, as an offensive lineman, being able to be trusted by the coaches that we're going to go down and run this ball.
Did you feel like yourself, like normal, like how you've been in seasons before as far as getting that rhythm back and the timing with you and Matthew?
Yeah, man, he's getting there. It's felt good today. Felt good this week. Just getting more reps, more time, and that's just going to continue to get better as it always is.
How was the offense able to flip things the way that you did first half to the second half?
Shoot, I mean, we ran the ball. We ran the ball really well. The guys up front blocked. Gave Kyren and Ronnie some chances to get loose, and those guys just ran really hard. So when you get that kind of thing going, control the ball like that, some stuff opens up in the pass game as well. But man, really, I thought what really got us going was those guys up front and those running backs on the rock.
You ran some deep routes today. Obviously, the full confidence in that hamstring right now?
Yeah, well, they said to call in the speedster to come in and get some balls down the field. So, yeah, it was nice. It was. I don't know if I've ever caught. I think that was my first time catching the ball on that route. 7 years. So,
wow.
This was a Cooper Kupp game, which I'm sure you were itching to have one of those. It's been a while. What was it like to, see the real Cooper Kupp out there?
Yeah, well, I mean, sure. I felt good last week, but it's just great playing football again. We got such a good group of guys. Being able to go out here every day. I mean, just being able to go through practice even and just prepare with them. This is just. You get something taken away from you. You realize, I knew I loved it, but it's just that reminder, man, this is an incredible thing that we get to do each and every day, and so being back out there with the guys, it's a blessing.
It's pretty unique in the NFL to see that much dramatic offensive change from one half to another. Did it start in the locker room, or was it just execution out there?
I think we felt that in the first half. Just like, man, there were some mistakes. First off, there were definitely some mistakes. I mean, myself included in that first drive. Some stuff that I can't do that is going to give our offense a chance to get in a rhythm and kind of get going a little bit. But I think that everyone just kind of stayed even killing, knew that stuff was right there for us. It was just us executing. I think obviously coming out of halftime, it was like, hey, let's just take it tonight. We get the ball first. Let's try to put a drive together and see if we can find that rhythm. And we did, and it was able to take off a little bit.
With the play of Puka, Tutu, early on in the season, just how's things opening up for you? How are you guys working off of each other, to be successful?
Yeah, sure. I think that's something that we're still, getting going. I've only been able to play with those guys, being all on the field together for 2 weeks now, and I think that's going to be something we continue to find. What that rhythm is, what that's going to look like, and everyone comes with that same attitude. Everyone's ready to get the ball, everyone's ready to work, whatever it takes to win is what we're about. So, that's going to be something that I'm sure is going to continue to develop.
I'm excited to see where that goes.
It looks like early in the game you might have been slightly slower to get up. Maybe you talked to Reggie or something on the sideline. Are you really sensitive about that? What happened there?
Oh yeah, just rolled my ankle a little bit. There's nothing crazy, but just one of those normal things that happens in a course of a game, and we got a good team that's able to get things patched up and ready to go again.
What's going through your mind at halftime?
Got to win the game, you know. I can't control anything else that goes on besides what I can do and what the plays cause. So coming into halftime, we had to establish everything as an offense. You know, we had to get back on track, whether that was running the ball, getting quick game going, getting quick element throws, you know. But for me personally, it was just my second half, I got to go. You know, that's what my mentality was. That was what I was thinking the whole time. When my number's called, I got to go. So I'm glad I got called.
What specifically have you learned? Have you learned as far as just adding to your game each and every week, and especially just learning the NFL style of play?
That I got a lot more in the tank. You know, I got to be able to show and display everything I can do. So I just go back into the film and watch that, and go back to plays where I thought I could have been better on, and see why, and try to get back to where I was at during that play to think and just feel the reason why I didn't do like I wanted to do. So this week was big. I knew this was gonna happen. You could ask anybody at practice. I knew this was gonna happen because of the time I put in watching film, the time I put in at practice to make sure that I was getting low when I were to go cut, or I was seeing everything I needed to see, pressing the right grab, staying vertical. So it was just getting back to the drawing board for me.
What was it like being in the rhythm with your guys?
It was fun, it was so fun actually, because I just remember everybody making plays and come back to the huddle, smiling, good stuff, good job, Coop, good stuff, Tutu. It was so fun just seeing everybody make individual plays and then coming back to the huddle and then having somebody compliment you for it. I remember Coop coming to me a couple times, good run, or on that false start I had on the 3rd and goal, Coop was like, go finish it. So next time I got you, Coop. So, but this is so fun. When we're all on the same cylinder, having fun, playing ball, you can't beat it.
And Kyle, how have you adjusted to now being the workhorse back for this team?
That's something I've always wanted. I ain't never had to adjust to it because I was always working for it. I've always wanted that. I always knew I had it in me. So now it's just displaying the work that I put in before and trusting myself and my ability and my confidence.
Kyren, if you could describe some of the linemen in here, we're talking about what it feels like to really get their pads set, to get a couple runs, consecutive runs, and really start to force the issue. As the back, what does that feel like when they do that?
It's so fun because, you make a good run, you hyped up, but when you see a lineman come running at you, smiling, hyped up, everything, it makes it so much better because you know what them boys are doing up front for you. You know that they're going, putting their hand in the ground, and they're getting off the ball. So it's so fun as a whole working with the 6 of us making plays, and it's just so fun seeing their reaction.
Were you at all surprised to keep hearing your number? You're a play being called for you time after time after time after time.
Not after the first run in the second half. I knew once I got that first down that I was on, and I just was hoping to get my number called because I was seeing everything I needed to see. I was pressing the holes, and I was making sure I was setting the backers where I wanted to set them to. Really, that's my biggest plan when I'm running the ball. I just manipulate the backers, and I was doing that a lot. Kyren, what 3 words would you use to describe the culture of the team? Ooh, that's a good one. We're connected, we're driven, and we're competitive. Like you said, we come back in halftime, it's 6-3, or it's 9-6. Game's still close quarters. You still got to be on execute. We still got to be executing at the highest levels. So trusting the one person next to you, trusting the 11 as a one. It brings it out in games like this, and that's what makes it worth it.
Kyren, unrelated, but how did it feel to see your alma mater destroy USC yesterday night?
It was great seeing that. I love seeing them boys go to work, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They wasn't letting nothing happen. It was against a good, explosive USC team, and the biggest thing for me is protecting the house that Rocky built. So them boys did that stuff right.
Describe that the touchdown where you stretched the ball at the goal line. They were trying to say it was a touchback, but it clearly was over the plane.
I knew the whole time that it was a touchdown. I seen me clearly put it across the plane. And so when I did get up, and I was like, "What are you talking about? That's not a touchdown." It was obvious. I even seen it, but no, they were to replay and get back to the ruling of a touchdown. But for me, it was me being able to make a play when it was kind of broken down, and that's what I do best, and that's what I feel like I put on display there. And I showed that stiff arm. Yes.